quick test run around the tracks. We'll see what we can figure out. It's probably giving the neighbours the shits. Driving around flat all day. There was one there just walking his dog. Saw him out of the corner of my eye. Probably think I'm nuts driving around talking to myself. But alright. 5th gear. 80 kilometers an hour. Alright, let's get her up to 100. So there we go. We'll go back around those palm trees again. Three, two, one. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Or can you just hear wind rushing around? I can't actually hear myself speaking right now. I get a sense that I'm saying something. I hear the still it'll be interesting. A lot of testing and adjusting this sort of stuff, but if you can get it right, it should be good. Provide commentary on various things from my unique perspective. And it is unique. I've been aware for a long time. I remember first talking about the New World Order back in 1995 when I was doing a course in the army and talking with a Greek fella around a fire in a drum. We were on an exercise, we were playing enemy party for the recruits, and he was talking about the New World Order, and I said, oh, I know all about that. Yeah. So I've been following it very closely since. Almost too closely, really. You know, it does sort of have a tendency to take over your life if you're not careful. So we were sort of waiting for something like this jabby jab thing to come along. We've sort of been aware for a long time that global genocide's the sort of general agenda. But the elite, that's a big shed, that the elite want to get the world population down to 500 million. Grapevines, I'm not sure if you can see that. 500 million people, slave population. And the sun's down now, so we're not going to get any nice red highlights in the palm trees, but this may be way too loud now, I'm not sure. The only way you can check is just to test and adjust. Hopefully we get a sort of a bit of a benchmark with it. at some point, and almond trees, beautiful flowers. What's that noise? Good God. Gotta wait for people. I could have went. I still can. Off we go. And my nose is running because I'm so cold. The earlier test runs I did sort of got caught up in a huge storm in town. I don't know if wow, that person's really gained on me. I don't know what I thought it was an 80s in here, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's 100. Sort of slow down because you think you're over the limit, and then someone bloody almost runs you over. We're starting to get into some low light here, so I'm not sure if the stabilisation will be working. We might be getting a bit of noise, but it'll be interesting to see. I updated the Osmo Action 3 with the latest update. Yeah man, they're going over 100, eh? They're right up on clucker. So, here we go, 60 zone. Yeah, so when it updated, there's another mode on there called enhanced, standard enhanced, and that's whether or not it's like HDR. I'm not 100% sure, but this will be the first test of that. Whether or not hopefully it's not too over sharpened. Probably wouldn't be able to tell on my screen anyway. I've just got an old LCD sort of TV, just an old cheapo $300 one. That was bloody 4 or 5 years ago. No, it would be more. Probably 8 years ago. Got it from Dick Smith's in Mildura. And alright, here we go, just ticking along through town. Chip shop's open. Pizza shop's open. Yeah, so 2.7K enhanced, normal enhanced mode, whatever that is, for 60 frames per second. It's probably too dark for that. That Rocksteady's probably not working too well, but I'll have a quick look in a minute and see how we're going. See if we can't get this audio sort of a little bit better. What I've got it on now is miles higher than anyone else on YouTube's sort of set it, so it may have been that connection that I was having trouble with. Technical issues. Yeah, just do a short run, head home, plug it straight in, get some answers. but if it works, it'll be great. It'd be good for vlogging overseas, you know, like if to have it on a scooter or something like that. It's travel around, looking at all the palm trees and beaches and that sort of thing. Loose spoke or something. Something seems to be clanking down there. Ting, 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 ting. And my nose is running like a motherfucker. Too cold. Always go slow on the court, just, you know, there's people, not really any kids around or anything, there's old people and that here and walk their dogs and yeah, that sort of thing.